Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Great to see you as usual. You remember the video I did? As of the time I'm making this video, I released a video yesterday about the guy that supposedly rented a truck and the cops were looking for it for being involved in an SA attack. Well, I guess I triggered the guy. I made a comment in his video, and boy, that set off a chain reaction. I got 14 replies to that video, all very bad. And yeah, he found it necessary to have to make another, make another video to explain exactly how it was completely legit, because I was saying it could be real, it could not be real. Well, let's check out what he's got to say now. He's still sticking to his guns, but I'm still not sure. Anyway, let's check it out.
Hey, what's up, guys? So this is actually going to be a subsequent video on the phone call that the owner of the truck received from Detective Murphy. I usually don't address trolls or haters or anything like that, especially on my videos, but I need to take a moment to prove a point that nothing on this channel is fake, nothing on this channel is scripted or fabricated or anything like that.
The comment that started the storm is this one you're looking at right now. Up here you can see it. It's posted by some mysterious guy called Me Fred One. I wonder who that could be. Jeez, I have no idea. Anyway, you can see there's 14 replies. And down here, I agree, total garbage. That's funny. I wish I was making this up. I would feel a lot safer then. Yeah, let's see. It's garbage, man. Yeah, no random citizen that rented a car through Turo is going to tell the cops they need a search warrant or subpoena. You know, they're all the same. There's 14 of them. I'll show you the whole document. You can go through it if you want. It's just hard to read when it's down to its original size. But here it is. Feel free to stop the video, blow up this image, and read all the comments if you want to. Yeah, they're not really that interesting. They're just calling him out for making what could be a fake video. My thing on doing the video is what the vehicle was wanted for involvement in a sex crime. That's why I posted the video. And the people renting the car or letting him use the car refused to tell him who he was, because they're looking for somebody who was driving that car the day he rented it. That's all I had to say. And I also said in the video that it could be real, could not be real. My opinion was it wasn't real. Now let's see his evidence that it's all true.
So I'm going to let the original phone call video play through for anybody that may have missed it. If you've already heard the whole phone call, go ahead and fast forward through it.
I'll take your advice on that and skip the whole rereading of the phone call, because they can just watch it on my channel. Anyway, we just skipped through the whole audio thing, and this is a number that he's showing on this phone that they were talking on. He didn't show the video of it. He just showed the phone at the end. He still didn't show anything on the video, so I still think it's all bullshit. Anyway, let's continue on with this.
Alright, so you guys saw that number that was on their screen. They were on the phone call for over 5 minutes with that guy who claimed to be Detective Murphy with the St. Louis Metro Police.
Or this could be a screenshot of you calling that number and then posting it, making it look like the number that they actually called. I don't know. I don't think anybody would have ever thought of that. Not anybody without a couple of brain cells, anyway. Is this just a screenshot of you calling and to prove that it's a legitimate call, and not saying anything, having your phone on mute, just watching it ring? Maybe, maybe not.
And you saw that number. It's 314-444-2554. And what we're going to do is we're going to give it a call on this phone, on this video, so anybody who doesn't believe me can see that this comes back to a Detective Ryan Murphy with the St. Louis Metro Police. And anybody who wants to, feel free to make the call to that number themselves. So check it out, guys.
Detective Ryan Murphy.
I can agree that this is a legitimate number to that officer. What I don't agree with is showing a screenshot of the telephone that was used during that conversation, but you don't show any video of it. There's not actually a live video of them holding that phone up with that telephone number on it having a conversation. Doesn't exist. Anyway, you blurred it all out. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, so I'm still not buying it. I'm still not buying it. You found the number to that police station, perhaps. I'm not saying you did, but you could have found the number to that police station where that officer worked, or you know him already. You took a screenshot of the phone with you calling him, and yeah, it's all just fantasy. Maybe, maybe not.
You may start your message now.
Here's another good one. When I type into Google, who is 314-444-2554, this is what pops up. St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department. Now that actual number doesn't show up, but on their contact page, if you look, Central Patrol Division, Districts 3 and 4, that's where we audited at. 314-444-2500, that's their main line in. Now I'm sure extension 54 at the end of that would probably make a little sense to anybody with a brain. Child abuse, 314-444-5385. All of these 314-444 numbers, and you guys are going to sit here trolling me, trying to say that I fabricated that phone call. That phone call is 100% genuine. That was to the registered owner of the truck in which I rented.
And that phone call that you did play actually pointed to that truck being involved in an S crime the day that you rented it. So why do you keep saying that? Why do you put something like this on your channel saying they're looking for you for a sex crime? Why do you do that? It makes absolutely no sense. And notice how we went from the main number right to child abuse and read that number off too? That was a little strange. Anyway, let's continue.
So like I said, guys, I usually don't address the haters and the trolls. This one needed addressed. Personally, I feel like, because I'm not going to have any type of image painted that I'm fabricating a story or fabricating a phone call or anything like that. That was all 100% authentic. I did an audit at the St. Louis Metro Police Central Division, which is District 3 and 4, had an encounter with Detective Arnold, and then after I returned the truck to the owner, they got a phone call, and they got a harassing phone call from a detective trying to paint me out as that we were out committing sex crimes. They were trying to identify us. Basically, I feel like I have the opportunity here with that phone number on their screen, and then I just called the number. You guys now have the number. You feel like calling him and verifying that he's a real detective at the St. Louis Metro Police Department, feel free.
Okay, you've talked enough. You've talked enough. You don't address the trolls, but so far you've made a video about one troll. Anyway, why would you possibly put on your own channel that you wanted for S crimes, that's what they were looking for somebody for sex crime? Why would you do that? It opens up everybody's mind to, wow, really? It doesn't make any sense. Are you wanted or aren't you wanted? Who knows? Anyway, I can take a screenshot of me calling the president and then fake a conversation between me and him. It's not that difficult. Jesus Christ, this guy is thick. Anyway, that's all I got for you today, folks. I still don't know if it was a real phone call or not. I never said I knew for certain, because I certainly don't. Anyway, that's all I got for you today, folks. Love ya. Bye.